Final Showdown, Virtua Fighter 4, and here to play Lei-Fei this time. We made some costumes for him, so we are all set to do some special sparring. Hard is good. And the bosses are the only team of bad guys. They may not be bad guys. The only team of CPU characters I have left to clear in special sparring. I don't think they get any harder. It's just 20 different teams of sort of customized characters, so it's just kind of fun. Some of them may have different tendencies and stuff. It's not as noticeable, or it hasn't been for me so far, as I've noticed customized AI tendencies on a few characters I played in like quest mode in Virtua Fighter 5. But even there, it doesn't jump out at me too often. So I don't know. We'll see if we notice any different behavior on some of these characters, but it'll probably be hard to tell, especially since we're just gonna be fighting them once, hopefully, unless they beat me, which is not unlikely on hard difficulty, especially since the heck is oh, there it is. Since I don't really know what I'm doing and I haven't played Lei-Fei and Final Showdown for years and never played it much even then, and so, you know. So we'll see what happens. I don't expect him to be too different than he was in 5, where I just played him. Although, no, it's already been a couple days and I've kind of forgotten what was going on with him in 5, but you know, we'll just figure it out as we go. Oh, he's got one of those laser flashy things? Okay, hang on. I always have to check because I obsess over it for some weird reason. Oh, he's got so many stances, and I don't want those. I don't know those. I just want, okay, throws. So no, he can't, it doesn't say, none of these say on crouching opponent or something like that. So that means that he does not have a throw that he can do on someone who is crouching. So if they're crouching, I can't throw them until they stand up. And he also doesn't have a throw on a prone opponent, which means someone who's been knocked down. So I can't grab people when they're lying on the ground like some of the more grapple heavy characters can. So no, I can only throw standing people. That's good to know. And now we can hey, chill out there, Bradley. I see what you did. Oh, you do have it. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, you're killing me, Brad. It's not fair. You and your stupid laser foot. Alright. That was close. I really do hate that effect, though. Gosh. Golly. Oh, he's wiggling his head around. I don't know what to do when Brad starts doing that. It's scary. Okay, that's not going well. Whoa! That's bad. Bit of a rusty start here. I was fooling around trying to reproduce a weird glitch I encountered with Lei-Fei in Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary. That's what I was doing yesterday, so I wasn't really playing, and I have now forgotten everything, apparently. Oh no! Why did I jump? I didn't mean to. Oh god, Brad, golly, I'm just pounding buttons furiously, hoping something happens. Oh, nice evade. Why didn't it? I'm so bad at throwing recently. I can't hit buttons in tandem anymore, apparently. This is my space alien Lei-Fei. For some reason, he can have a green skin color. I don't know what the original reason for that was when they gave it to him, and presumably in the arcade version in Japan. But it's kind of fun. Oh no. Oh, well, great. Off to a rollicking start. Ah, the stage is so gray in Final Showdown.
What can I say? I'm on top.
Well, you can say that, I guess. Hold on a second. Is the color washed out? Is that me or is that the stage? Hang on. No, it's not me. I do like how it doesn't have to go through the whole load sequence if you rematch. That's nice. It always drives me nuts when a game has to like reload every, the whole level and everything just to start over. It's silly. Shouldn't need to do that. Whoop. Shouldn't need to reload architecture and all that stuff. It's already in memory. Textures, for goodness sake. Whoop. So good for you, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. You're tidily programmed. Not like that Virtua Fighter 10th anniversary with that weird throw glitch where I had the CPU Lei-Fei goes to throw me, and I had done this move where I had spun around so my back was to them for a second. And then in that second they went to throw me, and it would have been a back throw, but instead of just completing the back throw from behind me, they suddenly zipped off the side of the screen behind me and then reappeared on the side of the screen in front of me, grabbed me there, and completed the throw. So they basically ran around the world in a split second to throw me from the other side. Pretty crazy, and I tried to reproduce the circumstance in which it occurred and do the same move and act out the CPU's part to do the grab at the certain time and stuff, but I couldn't get it to recur. So I don't know. I think the CPU just decided he wanted to be on the other side. Pretty weird. That video is posted by the time this one goes up, obviously, since I've already filmed that one, and I'm just now filming this one. Oh, Super Jumbo! Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Super Jumbo, I was distractedly talking about a different Virtua Fighter game, so never mind. Pay no attention to me. Just hit me with your big sword, or your big fist, or palm, rather. You got to do it. Oh, that's right. So, I should have known. I'm never going to play this team again because... Oh, no. Oh, Jumbo. Left yourself open at the last minute because it didn't go for quite all the teams. In the last team or two that I played just before this, they kind of broke the pattern, but for almost all the teams, up to the last couple or so, could have been just one of them, I don't know, but that bright laser effect thing that is on their foot, like that. Maybe some of them might have it on their hand. You can also equip the things on your hand, or there's other objects in the editor mode that have them, I think. Like shin things, I don't know. Anyway, they're annoying, but mostly hands and feet, and So in almost all of the teams up to the last couple where it didn't do it, or did it on a different member, but anyway, the characters through most of the team did not have those glowy laser pointer glow things that shine right through everything else and want to put your eye out. The most of the members of the teams didn't have those except for the last character on the team, which you kind of assume is the boss of the team, maybe. I mean, they don't really get harder as you go. The first couple might be easier. I'm not sure about that, though. But they all pretty much play the same difficulty, whatever difficulty you set it at. So it was always the quote-unquote boss, the last character, who had the laser pointer effect. And then this team, as I noted, is named the bosses, so I guess you can tell they're the bosses because they all have the laser thing, or we'll see if that holds true. But so far, it is, and it's pretty annoying. And I will have to smash them with my alien fist. Now that gold ball that's floating around me, there are a bunch of different colored floating balls you can have float around your character. There's sort of equipable items in the item editor, and I just thought this one looked like some kind of alien, you know, robot assistant or something, I don't know. But they actually do a custom win pose, and you can trigger it. I think I'd have to hold the guard button and then maybe down on the stick, I forget. But when you have certain objects on your character and as part of your costume, particularly certain weapons you can mount on your back, but also these orbs, you can do a custom win pose and they'll do a special animation. Now, kind of hoping it'll just happen randomly, which it does. It can happen. I mean, maybe it's a 1 in 6 chance or something. I mean, if it was just picking a random animation, it would be. I should really be paying. See, one thing with these disguises is if they're good enough, if they're a thorough enough costume, I don't really notice who the. Oh man, that was brutal. I don't really notice. Jeez. Yeah, he knew he had my number. I don't notice who it is, and Wolf I always have to do a mental check against because he just fights so, my goodness, so differently than everybody else. And until I remember that and figure out I'm just desperately spamming little cheap attacks. But it worked, so I am a brilliant strategist. Oh my gosh, I just got blown up. No, blown up again. Totally forget what I was doing with Lei-Fei and quest mode in Virtua Fighter 5. Like, what was my... I think I was basically doing this. He's got so many different stances and stuff. I figured out a tiny... Oh, there's a custom win pose for him with his football. Cool. Well...
Here comes my suplex.
Here's a highlight for us. It's a highlight for Wolf, technically speaking, but you know, we can all be on the same side here. We cheer for Wolf having a cool animation. Perrin? I don't know why he's named Perrin. It doesn't really sound like a football player name. Like, I think if you were a jock and your last name was Perrin, you would probably get picked on. Probably call you a halfling or something. Hobbit. I guess I was just thinking of what is it? Pepin? Whatever, I don't know. Pippin. There we go, that's it. I did it. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, I came up a couple pixels short. Yeah, that was not a long enough combo. High is not a good enough combo in that situation. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, he's got his evades going. Oh, I could have got a good... Man, he just popped right back up. No! Oh, sweet. That was a side throw, I think. Yes! I actually didn't panic at the end, but he did pull a huge whiff, so that's kind of his fault. I gotta get something better going on here than that chop chop. Chop chop me. I ain't dishing out the damage. Oh, that was sweet. Okay, it was a little different. It was like back, punch and kick. I mean, so far I haven't stumbled across some totally amazing new revolutionary move they've given Lei-Fei in Final Showdown. Oh yeah, I gotta think about triggering my victory state. I mean, it's a silly, like, well, I won't spoil it, I guess, but it's not an amazing animation. I mean, it's alright. But it's not in keeping with my attempted alien costume theme here or anything, so it'll look totally silly. Because, of course, green aliens aren't silly. They're totally serious. Oh, and I'll have to break cover, as it were. Oh, shoot. Master L. We had the last hit on me. Get him against the fence. No! Ah, dang it. We'll just keep sweeping you. How about that? So, if I do win, I'll try to remember to try guard plus down, maybe? That was pretty good. Oh no! How did I hit him there? Whoa! Not that one! I hate that combo. No! I just feel like I end up one hit short if I do that chop chop combo. Oh, jeez. Well, looks like, yeah. And he showed me. That was cool. I don't know how I did that. Well, that's what you say. Oh, these laser things. Can't see. Too much glare. Come on. Oh, that was dumb. That was not a good move. I'll just kick at his shin. Nothing bad can come of that. Oh, I did it again. And it went downhill again. I got it. It's a really bad habit. Okay, this is... I gotta get it together. Master L is pretty much having his way with me at this point. I kicked him in the head that time. Totally different. I can't throw. I can't throw anymore. I'm hitting the buttons not together. It's really embarrassing. I'm not hitting throw and punch together. I'm hitting, like, throw punch. I can't even throw anymore. And then when I do think of it... jeez. Oh my gosh. That was awful. Totally worked. Alright. Alright. Get your head back in the game. Me. Oh. That's a... No, I did it again. Well, fortunately. Ooh. Protection. That was unintentional throw, even. Thank you, cage wall. Got me those extra rebounds there. I'm really having trouble. God. I think I had a... It couldn't be something they changed. I don't think they would have made him less smooth. But I definitely feel like I'm really hacking him badly here, whereas I wasn't having quite this trouble the other night in VF5, but I was probably also playing slightly easier AIs for the most part. Ew. God, I can't throw. It's really bothering me. Oh, there's a throw. Huzzah! Oh man. No, I forgot to... I didn't realize I'd already won 3 rounds. So what, I have like 1 chance left? Maybe 2? I mean, it's too bad it hasn't happened randomly, because I actually don't know which direction it is, and then you have to do it during the replay, which always confuses me. This is a really bright mask. One pocket. She's got glowy mask, glowy foot thing. Oh no, I can't see it, and there's glowy lights. The whole stage. This is terrible. Sweet axe though. Like a double-sided? Yeah, full-on frickin' battle axe, man. What do you know? Let go. Oh. I'm really sucking with Lei-Fei and Final Showdown so far. Oh, okay, that worked. I mean, worked out, whatever it was. How are you not getting by that? Oh! Okay, I'm holding down the guard. There it is. Hooray! Yeah. And that's how we Green Aliens party. Some confetti, floating balls. Aw, sweet! That is definitely a cage costume I'm gonna have to reassemble. I had assembled that one for myself. I think I might have put, there's like a kind of a jetpack looking thing you can put on him, but I might be remembering that wrong. Okay, I really should be paying more attention. But yeah, it's a totally sweet suit of future armor stuff they gave Kage, sorry. Jeez, Cage. I'm gonna fight Cage. Oh, that was neat. Oh no. Future Man versus Alien Man. You think your future is so smart? Oh, well. Dang it. Well, I'm actually just able to kind of mash my way through this guy, which is not always what I'm able to do with Kage, although I shouldn't count my rounds before they're complete. Yeah! Ooh. Well, rest in peace, bosses, and your frickin' laser beams. Oh, sweet. Okay, well, that's nice. I wonder if I got a trophy or something. I don't have this thing hooked up to the internet, so not gonna matter. Maybe I should. Well, but I feel good about that. That was nice of them to congratulate me. So, I suppose that unlocked more teams? No. Unless I back up? For a different difficulty? No, nothing. Well, I should make myself a random picker or something to... I guess I have a random number generator. Then I'd have to count. Because I think there's 20. But then I'd probably want to put in 19 because I wouldn't want to fight the frickin' bosses with all their glary laser things. But, no, let's just play them. Do this one. Oh, wait, this one's a lot like the one I just did. Oh well, who cares? It's similar but different, so you won't even notice. See? Totally different. Oh man.
You better take me seriously.
No. Look closely, you can even see a tiny bird hovering around me. Get him, birdie. Oh! Good job, bird. Oh! Oh, sweet. I had some cool stuff going on there. So this is the first match, and it's definitely pretty easy so far, so I suppose they ease you into the difficulty on these teams a little bit. Jeez, Frisco. That dog is not helping you, kid. Meanwhile, I am just swinging in the breeze and loving it. Pretty much like that alien guy. I liked his style.
Start running.
Yo, those pants. Those pants are intense, dude. Whoop! Oh no! Block and he throws. Back off, jerk face. Oh! Was that was punch and kick together, but was it back? Okay, I gotta try this again. Okay, now he's just beating me up when I try to do it. There. Oh, it's just punch and kick neutral. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. There it is. Whoop. Okay, getting a little into the Final Showdown groove with Lei-Fei here. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's right, because that's kind of been a common theme with a lot of the characters I've tried so far. In Vanilla 5, they don't really have a whole lot of moves on punch and kick. They really just have one. Oh no, what's happening? Gotta watch your toes, dude. Most of the characters I've played so far, which is about 5 or 6, counting Lei-Fei maybe, in 5 Vanilla don't have a whole lot of moves involving hitting punch and kick together. It's basically just like one move. But in Final Showdown, they seemed to realize that was an area they could expand. So you have, if you move the stick in different directions while hitting punch and kick, you'll tend to find some new moves. Oh, wow, he's a tall guy, and that snake makes him even taller. Whoa! Try some punch and kick stuff. Yeah! Oh, punch kick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Punch and kick will save me. Yeah! Ooh. Sweet. Going the power route. I like to think, I don't know if it's called that, but I think of punch and kick together as power moves. Whoop. Because they tend to animate, they tend to be slower, more powerful strikes. Like that. That was almost a Akira karate move. This music is going nuts. Whoa. This team does feel a lot easier. I wonder if do teams go up in difficulty as you go down the list? I hadn't noticed really. Maybe it's just the bosses were a little more difficult. I mean, I did have trouble with, you know, a person on a team here and there, but I didn't think it was a case of, you know, overall difficulty changing as you go down the list. And I mean, this is what, sort of mid-list as far as the teams were listed. VF camera crew or whatever. I think that's who it was.
Are you ready for this? Round one. Ready?
Ash Kaiser. Cool. I wonder if there is a YouTube video, at least one that I've watched for sure, that shows all of the custom weapon animations and win poses. We saw one with Wolf and his football earlier. I've seen a Wolf do in Special Sparring he had a microphone on his back with a big stand, you know, and he did a custom win animation for that. It's pretty sweet. Its own like microphone assisted voiceover. So I wonder if there's a rocket launcher one. I mean, I should probably lose the fight just to see, but I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I might lose anyway, but not on purpose. Oh no! Hey, there we go. I don't know why he does that. Punch and kick. Oh! That was cool, but it didn't get past his guard. Oh, he's blocking everything. Just go for speed. Oh, that wasn't my speediest move to begin with, but... Alright. Makeup don't take up like my skills. Is this a rap thing? Ooh. She got a box of candy on her back? Dang! That was a heck of a little launcher. Don't do the launcher. There we go. This team has definitely been easier than the bosses. Unless I'm just getting my groove on here, but that seems unlikely. Whoa! I gotta figure out how you do that move. That's like the one move I keep doing accidentally that I really want to know how to do on purpose. I mean, I want to know how to do all of them, but especially that one because I have not found a good jumping in attack with Lei-Fei, and that seems like it would be it. Ooh, so was that a punch kick move? Not sure. I don't think... Man, this team is not very good. They're kind of just getting hit by everything. Which, you know, makes me feel like I'm awesome, but then you come up against a team that blocks and you get cooked. Matt Cage, Kagemaru. wonder if Kagemaru means Matt Cage. Some pretty fancy shoes to be wearing to a street brawl, Matt Cage. Oh, and of course he's got his laser token of leadership on his wrist. I'm just spamming you with attacks, man. Okay, now you're doing stuff. Oh, now you're blocking even. Can't block punch and kick moves. I mean punch, power. I'll just say power. Can't block power. Power is the win. Yeah, power, baby. Too powerful for it. Oh. Oh. Whoop. Man, I'm just wiggling the stick and hitting the kick, man. Is he the boss of these chumps? He's gotta shape up. Smash buttons. Oh, that's a cool one. Okay. Oh, that was a good throw. I'm having trouble doing throws tonight, Matt. And you're taking advantage of it right now. Which is fine. I pretty much invited that. This throw thing is... Just don't think about it. It's okay. You don't need throws to be Matt Cage. Ooh. Can't block this power. Oh. That would have been the spot to do a throw, but never mind. Alright, better do one more. I have one more costume to play in anyway. So, that was more than halfway down the list. It was pretty easy. That was 2 shifts. This one is also fairly basic costume. But different pants. Man, that is really cooked myself. Deep tan. Just rethinking this tan I have on this dude. We'll see. Maybe it's just the lighting. It did look a little like I should be dead. If I had actually done that to my skin, I would not be alive. Sweet. Just dancing on you, Nate. Whoa. Oh, yeah, what? I don't think that... I don't know about that before, but it worked. That move looked slightly questionable. Yeah, this color looks super weird. Maybe that's just the lighting. Let's see. But if it looks weird too here too. Anyway, if it still looks weird, I'm gonna have to go change it because that's too weird. Okay, this is different lighting. Oh, kind of cool. And you can't really tell here since it's so dark, I suppose. It's just not a realistic looking skin tone. It just looks totally flat and dull, and it's like somebody just put me in an oven. Just grossing me out. Whoa! My power follow-up didn't connect. Oh, and then I missed it. Oh, no! And that's what happens. Ooh. Oh, that was pretty spiffy. Ooh. We'll see what the win pose looks like if I win this one. I was also thinking about giving this guy a fedora. I don't think I really want a fedora on him, but he does look a little, I don't know, a little dumpy. It's a weird thing to say. And Lei-Fei does have a pretty slick fedora. Okay, see what we look like here. Well, there's quick camera cuts, so, you know, they were like, oh, just cut quickly so people can't get a beat on his weird skin tone. It's not the tone, well, it is the tone, because it is a slightly weird shade. But also just the texture and the dullness of it. Just kind of flatness and lack of different colors in it. It's just like, it just looks like putty. And that probably is what happened, because I think for a lot of their the sort of pieces you put together in the editor, in the costume editor, they used a color tinting method to generate multiple pieces. So instead of having to make separate textures for them and you have to create those texture assets and maybe increase, you know, you got your memory footprint to worry about, it, you just make the game able to sort of tint a texture different colors, and that kind of does the trick for different colors for that texture. So you do it procedurally rather than with having to generate separate texture maps. But at least in the game I worked on that had that kind of thing, which was The Matrix Online on PC, it can produce pretty dull surfaces because you aren't also adjusting highlights and all kinds of stuff like that. Well, I mean, here it looks fine. So under a cold light, doesn't look so bad. Under the sumo ring yellow lighting, it's pretty gross looking. Maybe that's because it's already kind of yellow? I don't know. Oh, he's doing that thing where he turns his back like that. I wonder if this is that same guy. That might be his tendency. Yeah, definitely pretty high on that move. I remember this guy. When I fought him before, or at least the time I remember, I somehow got in the rhythm of hitting him every time he turned his back in that move, and he got beat pretty bad, at least in my memory. But right now I'm just kind of flailing around. I got out of my whatever flow I might have been in for a sec. Oh dear. Oh, don't start doing that nonsense. Turn your back on me. See, watch. Turns it back right there. And he apparently cannot block while he's doing that. Makes sense. Whoop. Did it again. Yeah. Oh, I should have been ready for it. I mean, a lot of times you do just have to be patient against Jackie, but this guy in particular was just going to do that same move and turn it back on you every time. Oh, nice. Missed it. I'm not really taking advantage of it right now. Yep. Nope. Nope, that's what happens. Forgot. I thought it was earlier. Yes. I gotta stop trying to do that. I can't think that consciously about it. If I try to think about it consciously, it's too slow. I'm not sure what that whole punching the ground business is about. What does that do for me? I started thinking, oh, I want to do that one stance, but that's a bad idea. I don't really know the stance as well at all. And it didn't work. And I almost lost. Cherry, nice. Okay. Well, Jerry, let's compare our weird, dull skin tone tinting. See, yours is better. Well, it's still kind of putty-like, I gotta say. Sweet cape, though. Oh, see, there now, there's some moves I should know how to do. And I don't. Oh, nice. So just as I go in... Is that one of those stances where you just can't throw him? Like, I've had that problem with Lion. Like, when guys are kind of have their weight back on their back foot, it's just super hard to throw. Like, I don't know if they're actually impossible to throw. Oh boy. I gotta stop thinking about throws. I'm not a grappler anyway. Oh, okay, beat these power moves, Jerry. Okay, you are. Oh, you blocked all my power moves. How? Oh no. Yeah, you better run, Jerry. I got my flow on. You look pretty good flying through the air in that cape, though. Look at this, he can fly. I shouldn't taunt Jerry, he's gonna do mean things to me. Oh, there it was! Not really at the right range, I suppose. That was supposed to be a throw. What the heck is wrong with me? I just can't do a basic throw anymore. Wow. Well, Jerry beat me. I should have made fun of him. Yeah, he flew. Crushed it. Alright, Jerry, just calm down. My glasses are better than yours, Jerry. These don't even look real. Lei-Fei does have a real lack of good glasses as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I guess he's got some okay, like, John Lennon ones, but that and these is about it. Friggin' throwing him, there we go. That was a cool throw, too. Does he turn sideways? I don't know. Gotta say, your pants drape better than mine do, Jerry. These slacks are smooth, but their weight a little weird. Weighted, I suppose. So your pants superiority is telling on me. Whoa. Knock him off. Yes! So lucky. Power move, Jerry. That was strategy, baby. Oh no. He invaded my power launcher. Oh, he's got the strategy going now. Oh, dang it. Nice. Ah. Jeez, Jerry. I mean, it's not really fair. You have a cape and, what is that, a three-jointed staff? Or, not a staff, whatever the heck that was. I mean, that's a lot of firepower on your side. And really shiny shoes. Oh, yeah. I like that hair. That hair's pretty nice on Eileen. Whoops. Ooh. Was that her normal? Oh, it's got a bone. Oh, it's this jumpy one. Yeah, so she definitely has a tendency too. She gave me a real problem. I don't remember who I was fighting her with. But, gave me a real problem? I guess that's... but I couldn't figure out what to do against that hop. Like, it was just driving me nuts. Oh, now I know what to do. I'll just mash, punch, and kick. How's that, Mullen? Are you mulling it over? Oh, no. I won't make that joke again. I'm sorry. She's had a real problem with the power. Can't handle this power. Oh, nope. See, if you start jumping, you're just a big floating target. Ooh. Oh. See? Shouldn't do that. Uh-oh. Oh, one away. Oh man, she's up 2 rounds? Or, well, up 1 round. But what the heck? What are you doing flapping around? Uh-oh. That's what she's doing. No, she's got the draw on me. That was... How did I let that happen? Well, I tried to win by mashing. That's basically problem A. What a cool shirt, actually. It's shiny. I had a real problem finding outfits I like for Eileen, but... And see, I mean, like, these jeans aren't great. I like the whole hold-up cuffs and... There's a good float, so that's back punch. Got in a couple solid hit. There we go. Oh. Okay. Getting a little less moronically. Oh, that's not follow-up. It hurts. Ah, good. So, he's got some pretty sweet power moves that I don't think he had in 5 vanilla, so that's nice. Otherwise, I don't know him well enough to notice differences.
It's showtime!
Those pants make you look weird, Governor. Sorry. And that hat is gigantic. It's also, oh man, it's such an awkward suit on you, Lion. Oh, have a drink on me. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to knock him overboard. Man, you got splatted. Ooh. I guess that lead comes out of a certain... You have to be in some position to launch from. Yeah, it seems like. God, I don't know what to do from there. Stop doing that stupid punch. Bam. This music is nutty. Special fancy dress music? It is pretty dramatic and orchestral. These come from the orchestra, Governor. Oh! Or are we at the orchestra? Are they underwater? I'm just really babbling now. But I think we did it. Go. Not a good lighting for that. For my weird putty skin. That was okay. That was chefs. Alright. Well, see, now I feel sad because I've cleared all the special sparring teams. Not that that's a huge feat. I mean, you can just set it on easy and cruise through them. But, and Final Showdown, of course, doesn't have like a quest mode, which is a bummer. There is Score Attack, which is basically just like arcade, except it shows you your combo scores and stuff, and blah blah. Never done this. I just don't really like being told what to do. I think I tried this briefly. Take a green alien. You can't tell a green alien what to do. So it's a fight against Akira? So I have to hit him 5 times. Well, that's... I guess as opposed just to throwing him a lot? That was silly. Okay. Are these all going to be one-round things where you have to reload a new stage in between each round? We're in the match. Oh, that makes sense. It raised the health a little bit. Seemed like it took a little more hitting than I thought it would. Okay, got the confetti. Well,
You'd better take me seriously. Round 1.
a completely default costume? Well, these are all the default costumes, haven't they? Boring. Fine, I'm really bored. I'm just tapping buttons. Did I even pick a difficulty on this? I didn't, did I? I guess it probably gets harder as you go through these. Nice close-up on my red eyeballs. Oh, this sucks.
You'll enjoy this, trust me.
I
Ready?
don't think so. I'd rather just play a regular full-length match, Sarah, and against people with cooler costumes and harder difficulty. Sarah, I didn't enjoy it. Sarah, wake up. That sounded weird. Yeah, this mode not tempting me to continue it. Oh no. I don't friggin'... Well, I'm just gonna mash buttons until I magically get one of those counter hits. I mean, I imagine he would have to swing at me first. Oh, this is good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did it? Oh yeah, counter hit is just... Yeah, counter hits aren't that rare. So, okay, good. Well, that's exciting. I'm now D2. What these are there? Oh. I don't want to do these anymore. Ugh. Let's take a look at the... Yeah, so this is how it is. Like, actually, in the version that you find in arcades in, not Shenmue, what's the other Sega? Yakuza, where some of the later Yakuza games have Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown cabinets in the city, you know, the virtual city, and you can actually play them. They're set on score attack mode, but you don't pick a route, it gives you a random route. But it's gonna, and they're all with Akira at the end, like these are. And although two of the ones, well, actually no, one does start with Brad. Yeah, it's probably the same. It's got Vanessa. I don't know. But again, there was no setting, and that's how in Yakuza 6 or whatever, there's only like 2 difficulty settings, and they're on separate virtual arcade machines. One's like easy and one's normal or something. And so, really, the only difference from regular arcade mode is that it shows you... I don't know, is it different? Because I think regular arcade mode has 3 different routes of enemies as well, but they might be different groups of enemies. That would be nice. But yeah, so it's got a little score thing, and it shows combo scores and stuff, and I think it shows you a score table at the end. Whoa. Although also I think, because I did go through this once to check, and this, it doesn't have Dural at the end. Man, I don't break that wall down very often. Can you break all the walls? Oh man, this is on pretty easy difficulty. I think this one doesn't have Dural at the end. You just fight Akira and that's it. Then it shows you the score list. And I think you can enter your name and have it get saved and stuff. But it's a really easy difficulty, so unless you really feel like trying to see how many combos you can get in to jack your score up, which is not something I like doing. And it's not particularly interesting mode. So really the only mode I play is Special Sparring, and it's just kind of a bummer that I've gone through all the teams. I mean, you can play them again, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I'll get to know all these all those kooky, customized characters well. Like I recognized that Eileen who does all the jumps at the end there, and then there was my other buddy, that Jackie who does that backspin on you all the time. So yeah, these will become my pals. I'll learn all the little quirks. Or I'll just play quest mode in 5 more because it feels more, I don't know, like somehow if you just put people in a randomizer, and it keeps me so much more occupied than actually having to just manually pick people. It's so silly, but okay, I just want to check one thing. And that was boring. So, Brad Wolf, Go Honda, Lion Sarah. I'm totally gonna forget that. Brad Wolf, Go Honda, Lion Sarah. So let's see what arcade has. Oh, you can pick difficulty in arcade, so that's something. Set this stuff. Why are these on weird settings? Did I do that? Why do I set them back to default? Why are they weird? What the heck? Oh. I knew that. Brad Wolf, Go Honda, Lion Sarah. Okay, so this might be the Go Honda route. Honda? Why am I saying Honda? It's not Street Fighter. Jeez. Well, close enough. Taka. Crazier is the camera more zoomed out. Crazy. The camera's more zoomed out in Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla. Oh man, they set this on hard. Friggin' arcade mode. Just doing this to see if Taka comes after you. So I guess it's just as well you're easy, but still, that was embarrassing. Yeah, I'm kind of grumpy, aren't I? I'm not usually this grumpy. Blame the bosses and their darn laser pointers. Yeah, so it is the same, probably the same 3 routes that you fight in, that you can pick from in score attack. But at least in arcade mode you can pick a difficulty level, and I guess you get the bonus round against Dural at the end as well. And this hard start getting hard, like 3 or 4 matches in. I never noticed. Have I even seen that wind pose before? He does that little sneer at the end? Maybe I'm just noticing that because his eyes are covered up, so I wasn't looking at his eyes. I wonder what that means. Wait. What would you say after this big dramatic flip and landing? Would you say die? Would you say hello there? Would you say pretzels? Maybe he said ow. Maybe he hurt his hand when he landed like that. Oh, I'm styling on you now, sucker. Hard difficulty, my foot. So third stage, still pretty easy. Which is not entirely unexpected for Virtua Fighter arcade mode. Man. Okay, we're gonna have a little difficulty in stage 4. It's an Eileen, and I can have trouble against Eileens. So they're quick little evasive moves. Oh man. Look at her whipping her arms around. Eileen, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, that's something. I mean, not a lot. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Whoop. Don't start doing that jumpy thing. I know all about the jumpy thing. Oh, she's doing it. She's trolling me. Oh no. Okay, well, stage 4 is where it starts to get normal difficulty that we set it to. Music is jamming. A post-apocalyptic waste? I never thought about it, but like that background can almost be like a skyscraper that's just been covered in melted concrete from a nuclear inferno. Is that what's going on here? I always was thinking it was just like an intricate cliff face or something, but is this a post-apocalyptic thing? Is this like, are we in a rad zone? Should I be checking my Geiger counter? Going for the shelter? I don't think I'm gonna go all the way through this. I gotta get to bed. Heck, I was here to play Special Sparring, not this arcade nonsense. I'm just sort of mourning clearing Special Sparring. Oh, arcade mode. I'd rather be playing Special Sparring. Let go of my arm. Oh, I wanted to throw you. Alright, we're good. Nice to see you, arcade mode. Check you later. See, I guess that's another thing I like about Special Sparring, because it has a flatter difficulty curve. You set the difficulty and that's mostly what it is. It doesn't start really low and then sort of curve upwards. Good old Special Sparring. I can always come back to you, right? Well, that was Lei-Fei, Special Sparring, closing it out. And so I guess, if I'm sort of keeping in order, I guess next would be Vanessa. And the first thing to do would be to make some costumes for Vanessa in the terminal mode here. I think I made one so far, but I have a lot of old costumes to recreate for her. Probably won't do all of them, but a few more of them. And then, so we would have the costumes ready, and then we would actually go all the way back to Virtua Fighter 4 with her and start playing from there. So that's probably what is going to come up as far as Virtua Fighter goes. And yeah, this was finishing going through the games with Lei-Fei, and we had some fun, right? Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you later, I hope.